a future where we will continue to create jobs, empower and protect the people, communities and natural wonders that make travel and tourism so special. Because this is the power to create a better world. The power of travel and tourism.
Distinguished guests, would you please welcome to the stage President and CEO of Hilton and the Chair of the World Travel and Tourism Council, Chris Nassetta.
Well, good morning, everyone. I am thrilled to be able to welcome you to our 2021 Global Summit for the World Travel and Tourism Council. We have been a long time in the making to bring this event together. Last we were together was in Seville, Spain 2 years ago. I think we all know last year we're not able to gather. And I have to say, as many stages as I have had the privilege of being on over many years, I've never felt more privileged than I do today to be on this stage, because this is the first event that I've been able to be on a stage with live participants that are numbering, I think at this point, Gloria, 600. So it's amazing to see everybody out here. For those of you that are here, thank you for coming and joining us in beautiful Cancun and from around the world. We're hosting our first hybrid event, and I think we have thousands of people that are joining us from around the world. So important today that we rally together as we get through, hopefully in the not too distant future, this global pandemic and get back on our feet as an industry. I wanted to say a very special thank you to all of our distinguished guests, particularly our host who's here with us today, Carlos Joaquin Gonzalez, who is the governor of Quintana Roo. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your patience in helping us be able to pull this event off in such a beautiful destination. We also have ministers of tourism from Mexico, Saudi Arabia, Spain, Portugal, Greece, and many other dignitaries. To all of you, welcome. Of course, our strategic sponsors, American Express, the Saudi Arabia Ministry of Tourism, Global Rescue, Hilton, and our diamond sponsor and venue host, Palace Resort. Appreciate all that you all have done to bring this to reality, and thank you to the rest of our gold, silver, and bronze sponsors. And last but not least, I would be remiss in not thanking Gloria and the entire WTTC team. The last year, I think for all of us in this industry, frankly, for all of us, around the world, for all of humanity, has been one of the most challenging years, but certainly travel and tourism has been at the epicenter of the issues. And Gloria and the team have kept the spirits high, kept our advocacy going, and made sure that we were front and center as we were both addressing the crisis and thinking about the opportunities ahead. So Gloria, like all of us, doing more with less during the pandemic, you and the team have done a phenomenal job. And in organizing this event, which is an extraordinary effort in a normal year, you can imagine trying to be one of the first big live hybrid events that's been pulled off in the world was quite an undertaking. So Gloria, thank you. You did it. We had lots of conversations. We were worried, but here we are, 600 people in the room, all safe and secure, and thousands more joining in to help us lead this industry to the next era of travel. Before I get started, I want to do something that I know is important to me, and I think important to many in this room, and that's to remember an incredible industry leader and a man that was a dear friend, while a competitor, was one of my very close friends, and that's Arne Sorensen. Arne left, I think we all know, an incredible mark on this amazing industry of ours, and with Marriott Associates all around the world as one of the great leaders in our industry and for that company. His legacy will obviously live on for many years, and I know many of you, like me, are feeling his loss and keeping his family in your thoughts and prayers. So I thought it would be nice to take a moment and honor Arnie, have a moment of silence, and for all of those lives as well that were lost in this last year to COVID. The pandemic fully, but we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I think it's fair to say 2020 challenged all of us enormously. But we've persevered as an industry in so many inspiring ways. I saw it every single day with my teams that represent us in 120 countries around the world, all of which were dealing with this. And I know every single person in this room can say the same of their own organization. While we're not through it, we are on the brink of recovery, and it is critically important, more than ever in the history of our industry, that we work together to reunite as travel resumes around the world. Because the one thing that we do know is there are tremendous benefits when people broaden their horizons and build understanding across cultures and borders. Fundamentally, while some will say this is stunted travel permanently, I don't think that is the case. People's desire for experiences and connections hasn't changed. In fact, I would argue the pandemic has only heightened those trends, and as certainly we talk to our customers, it supports that. As people are really eager to get out and create those new memories, those special moments, to make those connections, whether that be for leisure, whether that be for business, whether that be at an incredible conference like this, things that just can't be done on a screen. As an industry, I think it's really important, and we'll be talking about this throughout the next couple days, that we seize this moment. In my mind, we have an opportunity, but more importantly, I think everybody in this room and everybody joining us around the world has a responsibility to reconnect the world and build a truly inclusive growth profile in our industry for our children, our grandchildren, and beyond. Over the last year, we have had a really good chance to see what happens when travel and tourism is stalled. The economic and social impacts are enormous. Our industry's contribution to global GDP dropped by an astounding 49% last year, and we lost 62 million jobs in 1 year. This is why, as we focus on the future, we've got to be more focused than ever on creating new opportunities for people to build better lives for themselves and their families, because we know travel and tourism is an engine of opportunity. We have to be focused on protecting the destinations where we live, where we work, where we travel, and we have to be focused on truly driving inclusive growth that prioritizes investing the people serving our customers every day on the front lines who are going to be the future, the future leaders of our industry. We know creating a safe environment is the key to unlocking travel. For that matter, it always has been. These advancements we've seen in therapeutics and testing and vaccines are very encouraging. In fact, the development of vaccines, I think, is really a modern miracle. And we're seeing huge progress around the world, different speeds, but huge progress around the world in distributing those vaccines. That said, what we know with other disruptions and crises that we've had, this needs to be a coordinated effort. We know what happens when every country sort of retreats to their own corner and deals with it themselves in their own way, and they don't work together to combat a crisis, in this case, this terrible disease. Our sector needs to lead the way in advocating internationally for the opening of borders and common sense approaches to ensure safety and consistency at every step of the traveler journey as we progress through this recovery. We can do this. We can open borders. We can get people moving. We have 600 of you that moved to Cancun to be here today in a very safe way. We just have to be intelligent, and coordinated in how we do it. Measures like seamless, secure, and internationally accepted health credentialing systems and widespread effective testing are certainly going to help reduce the need for quarantining, allowing travelers to move safely and more freely around the world. And it's going to be important that we work together with countries and with the private sector all over the world to bring it to life with existing technologies that we have and new technology solutions where we need them. Together, we have to focus on building partnerships across all sectors and push for the collaboration that we know is essential for our recovery. WTTC's safe travel protocols are an incredible example of how our industry quickly came together to reassure travelers and build confidence in their ability to travel safely while creating experiences that they expect. I thank Gloria and her team. They were all over this very early in advocating and working with many governments around the world on these protocols, and it has made a difference, and it gives us an amazing foundation to build from. As WTTC has done throughout its 30-year history, it will play a central and critical role in uniting our industry, lending their expertise and advocating for what will benefit us all as we work towards a full recovery in travel and tourism. Everyone in this room and everyone logged in virtually around the world is going to be critical in making this a reality. We all have to look past our competitive spirits and seek out opportunities to collaborate and share ideas that will help propel this industry forward from the crisis once and for all. We all know and see that our industry has the ability to transform lives. Not long ago, our industry was in fact the second fastest growing hospitality, industry of all industries in the world, outpacing broader global economic growth. We absolutely can reclaim that momentum and continue to be a force for good around the world. We cannot back down from this moment. Together, we need to redefine a new age of travel that propels us into the future, powering progress for all of our stakeholders. This is a huge opportunity in front of us. I know a lot of people think travel has been forever impaired. We all in this room know it hasn't. We talked for many years about the golden age of travel that got disrupted by COVID. The reality is the next 2 to 3 years when we get through this pandemic, if we do our jobs, will be better than what we had before, because we know that people want to travel, they want to see the world. We just have to give them the means to do that. We can emerge from this period and build a better world for all of us to travel. We must do it. It's an imperative. It is an awesome responsibility, and I have every confidence with the people in this room and those around the world that as an industry, we've done it before, and we will do it again. Thank you again. It's been wonderful to serve for the last 3 years as your chair, and I will continue to be very actively involved as I'm not going anywhere from an industry point of view. So I've appreciated my three years with you. Now I would like to invite Gloria and Governor Gonzalez, if I could, to join me on the stage. Governor, we just wanted to give a very special thank you to you for your leadership throughout the pandemic and your support of travel and tourism as our industry recovers. On behalf of all of us here at WTTC, we're so appreciative of your partnership and so appreciative that you made the time and effort to be patient with us, to be able to bring this event here and be able to host such a fabulous event, although it took a little longer than any of us had hoped. Your leadership here in this region of the world is, I think, a fabulous example for what others can do around the world. So thank you very much, and we would like to demonstrate how committed we are to Quintana Roo, the Yucatan, Jalisco, and Baja California Sur by presenting you with this award. Gloria?
Right. It's the Global Leaders Award. Congratulations, Governor, and thank you very much for your leadership. You can hold it here because of protocols. I cannot give it to you, just like that.
Gracias, gracias.
Thank you.